This video is going to be a short talk about how to handle cancellations in your tutoring business. Because let's face it, there's going to be cancellations by your students, and you are also going to have to eventually cancel a session based on time of the year, emergencies, different things that happen. So my question to you is, do you want to be that hard set tutor that says, you don't show up, you're going to pay me? Or do you want to be that tutor that gives a little bit of grace? And I think over time, I've kind of gone through the whole cycle where when I first started tutoring, when I wasn't charging in advance, people would cancel on me a lot. Then I changed my policies and I said, the best way for me to do this is to set you up on my calendar to have you pay for the services. I give you the services and then we're good. And that has worked beautifully for me. And it's a change that, in my opinion, was probably one of the best business decisions that I've made. But as time goes on and my current students get older and they're going to more and more and more things, I get a lot of cancellations. And sometimes they're very last minute, but they're all for really good reasons. Here are some examples. One, the student is supposed to meet with me at 4 o'clock. They were supposed to have their parents pick them up from school or a grandparent, and they got on the school bus. Well, they're not going to be home until 5 o'clock. They leave at 5:15 and they go to gymnastics or dance, and they're not home until 6. Trying to meet with them at 6:30 doesn't quite give them enough time to get changed from their sweaty clothes, have their supper, and be ready to meet with me. So that leaves me with a 7 o'clock appointment. Can I do that? I absolutely can, because right now I have that 7 o'clock time available for instances just like this. Is that my preferred time to work with a student? Maybe not, but is it a realistic time? Absolutely. For this family, it is. And I've given this particular family a lot of grace, and here is why. This family is on their third year of working with me. This family has been in my program 3 days a week during the school year or 4 days a week during the school year. So out of that time, they might maybe need to reschedule twice a month. To me, when I weigh the pros and cons of that, I just let them reschedule. But on the other hand, if I have a family and maybe I have a family with 2 kids or 3 kids and they're constantly missing their meetings, but then they don't have a time that works with me to reschedule, that can become kind of bothersome. But I have to just decide, I am providing a service. And so in order to provide this service, it has to be a time where we both meet. So I try to do a little bit of give and take. Anytime that I can reschedule that works, I will reschedule. But there will be some times where I cannot reschedule. And I have to be really honest, my parents don't take advantage of me. They are so good to me that I have to be good back to them. And by running a small business and having really good customer service for your families, I think you're going to find that the cancellations really aren't going to be that big of a problem. But when they do happen, I want you to decide, how are you going to handle it? Are you going to be gruff and rude and snap back at them about, well, how did that happen? You knew about it. You had an appointment reminder 24 hours ago. Or are you going to say, okay, well, let's try this time? But if they're repeatedly missing, how could you word that to them to say, I noticed we have a lot of missed lessons. Would there be a better time to meet, a better date and time? And as a matter of fact, this particular family that had a really last minute cancellation, actually right now, and that's why I'm recording this, um, it's going to happen. And they've just been so good to me. I have got to be good back. And I just love their daughter so much. She's like one of my own kids at this point. She's just, I want to keep that relationship very, very positive. So think about how you're going to react and what does it say in your policies? And are you willing to break the policies to keep the student? I mean, if they're really, really a great kid and you don't want to lose them, you're going to go above and beyond to provide that service. And I think that speaks really highly of the service providers that will do that. So that was just something that I wanted to bring up. Make sure that you leave your ideas in the comments. I would love to hear how you have had to handle some late cancellations. And to be honest, I have had some bad experiences. But honestly, when I turn the bad into the good, it just comes around full circle and it will always pay me back in deep rewards. All right, you guys make it a great day. And as usual, keep the learning going.